Yeah, man. I just had to send that to Greasy, man. I just went on Greasy's channel. I just read this, yeah? Yeah, these people are serial self-projectors. Yeah, I just read that comment, bro. Yeah, that is proper self-projecting. That comment, bro. I just read it and responded to it. Oh, that is serious self-projecting, bro. I just happen to be a YouTuber, you know, right? I just happen to be a YouTuber, man. Sorry, man. Just whilst living life, I just happen to be a YouTuber. That's all, man. That's all. Yeah, that account is definitely self-projecting. Oh, you know, you can be a YouTuber, right? And like you can be a YouTuber and still have a life. You know that. It's just that these people in this community don't have a life. Yeah, it's just that these people in this community literally do not have a life. But bro, you can be a YouTuber and have a life, bro. Yeah. The fuck? I'm fucking. Yeah, that is self-rejection though, that comment. I reply back to it, bro. And that is proper self-projecting, that is. Proper. Yeah, that is, bro. Just a YouTuber, that's all. Mm. I've got a whole folder. I got a whole folder, bro, of my I've got a whole album of my fucking life, bro. Like a whole album of my life. Imagine that. And you're telling people they've wasted the best years on YouTube. Bro, what the fuck? That is some serious self-projecting. Lord J does that as well. You know what? I was actually thinking of him earlier, bro. I let some more people join. I'm not being funny, right? But some of these accounts that have been created are as old as me, right? They are literally as old as fucking me. I've seen 17 years, 20 years. Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying, bro? I've seen 17 years, 20 years. I'll safely say I've lived a better life in my 20s than any of these people ever have. I swear to God, I'm not even joking, bro. Like that is not even trying to have one up against anyone. Like I'm not even just saying it, bro. Trust me. And you know, it's not everyone in this community, right? I mean, totally out of everyone I know. Everyone I know, they either work and don't have anything left at the end of the month, or you know, people have kids and stuff, whatever. You know, that's proper self-projecting, bro. Especially when some of these accounts have been created fucking 20 years ago. My best years, bro, I've done more in 3 years than you've done in your whole life. And I'm not even joking. Literally, I am not even. Why do you think I'm bored of everything now? You know, that's mad. You know? That is fucking crazy, bro. I just happen to be a YouTuber, bro, whilst documenting stuff. That's all. You know? More of a life than these people would ever and have ever lived. The haters. That is for real, bro. That is for real. That is not even challenge. Yeah, that is true. It's not even funny, bro. Yeah. It's not even funny. It's not even funny, bro. Yeah. I mean, I've been on YouTube. I've only been on YouTube 7 years. How old am I? About six. Yeah, 6.5, 7 years. I've only been on this 7 years. And in them 7 years, I have done more in my life than these people have done. I've done more in about 2 years than they've done in their whole life. These old age pensioners on here. More money, more women. I have worn clothes that they can never ever afford. I've gone to places they've not. I've experienced life more than they ever have. Tried foods that they haven't, gone to places, gone out more times than they did. Trust me, bro. You know, and just because you didn't go to Spain or fucking Greece or where some people choose to go, that doesn't mean anything, bro. Trust me. Like when you live in London, everything's fucking there. Do you know what I'm trying to say, bro? Like it's fucking somebody can go to one country, go out 3, 4 times, a week and still would have lived, a better life than someone that's been to 5 countries or 10 countries. My sister's been to loads of countries. I mean, I would still say I lived a better life than fucking her, a couple of years ago. So I mean, this is serious self-projecting. I mean, I don't know how long Greavesy has been on this community, but I've been on it 22 from 22, I think. I knew about Timmy when I was 19, but yeah, so I've been on here 7 years, which is not much. And these people have been on here for fucking 20 fucking years. And they want to talk about people wasting their best years. That is proper self-projecting. That is insanely self-projecting. Because think about it, bro, yeah? You know my mum, yeah? She's, how old my mum? Yeah, okay, well, she's in her 60s, yeah? And you know when you get to that age when you're in your 60s, yeah? You know when you get to when you get to your 60s, right? You always say, "Oh, I wish I was 40 again." You know. So let's just say, for argument's sake, some of these people are 40. What's their excuse for not having a life? They haven't got arthritis. They haven't got, And you say that I'm repeating because it's the fucking truth. I've got a whole album of my life, bro. In the past 4 or 5 years, I've got an album. I've got Cold Approaching album. I've got a life album. And I have had more of a life in my 20s than any of you people. And that's not even to brag. Trust me, that's not even, and anyone really out there. It doesn't even need to be on this community. But the fact that you old age pensioners can come on here and try and tell people that they've wasted their life, that's fucking funny as fuck, bro. That is really funny as fuck. Well, does life end at 28? Does life end at 29? Does life end at 30? Like, what the fuck? That is insane. That is proper. That is proper self-projecting, bro. Proper self-projecting. Lord J does it as well. He's another one that does it as well. He's another proper self-projector. I mean, he's probably been on there longer than me, so the fuck, bro. That is proper insane. That is proper insane, bro. How you even say that? Best years, bro. I'm 28, and you people are in your fucking 50s. What the fuck? What the fuck? How do you work that one out, bro? I used to come on it. I used to come on it every Thursday, bro, and it'd be the same people from the time I went out to the time I come back. You know what? I used to broadcast for about 2 hours a day after I come back from the gym. Yeah, people could do that, bro. There's YouTubers out there. There's literally, but it's not what you people do. You people sit online every day talking shit. There's a big difference. There's a big difference. Look at Seaside Mark. He's got a life, somewhat of a life. He's on YouTube. That's the difference. It's what you people do on YouTube, and how long you're on YouTube for as well. But no, that is definitely self-projecting. Why do you do it though? Why do you people do this shit, man? Why? You know, it's fucking ridiculous, man. It's silly. And don't say you've been to more countries, because that is like, bro, like that's not even. Nah, that's not even anything, bro. Trust me. Like I said, my sister's been to more countries than me. You know, this doesn't mean anything, you know, really. So if you want to use that, you know, analogy, you know, whatever. I was probably, bro, in probably the 5% of people in their 20s that had that life. And you're talking about people wasting their best fucking years. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? You know? Now, most people, if they do have a good life, they got to work for it. Think about it. Right? Like, most people that's got a good life, if there is people that are my age that's got a good life, most of them have got to work. So, you know, you know what I'm trying to say? There's people that are out there, they've got to work and stuff. Like I said, some of these accounts are 20 years old. I was 8 years old. I think these people seriously need to stop self-projecting, bro. It's actually insane. Because if you've been on here for 15 years, if you've been on here for 20 years and you're 40, think about it, bro. You did waste your best years, yeah. You must have done. Let's just say they're 40, right? Okay, let's just say for hypothetically some of these people are 40, right? So they've been on here 15 years at a minimum, right? So that must mean they would be 25. They're still on here and they haven't left. Who's wasted their best years? These scroungers, these low lifes, no one else. So at the end of the day, that's it, bro. I ain't seen any of these people with money, women, nice clothes, out going to different places. I have never seen any of these people with any of that stuff. You know, never, never, ever, ever seen any of these people with any of that stuff. You know? So what they mean is they wasted their best years. No one else. You know? So yeah, sorry, I just had to clear that up. That's a bit strange how these people can say that I wasted my best years when I was probably in the 5% of some of my age with the amount of money I have had and the life I was living. How do you work that one out? And it was nice, bro. Yeah. Sorry, I was just talking about these self projectors on here. I had to reply to one on Groovy's channel, and this goes to Law J as well. I've had a better 20s than they ever have and ever will. And that's not even me bragging, bro. That's just facing facts. That is the truth. I've had a way better 20s than they've ever had. If they've been on here 15 years at a minimum and they're 40 or in their 40s, they would have been 25. So theoretically, they've wasted their best years. I've just been a YouTuber broadcasting my life experiences. You know, I've got a whole album of my life. So I've got a whole album of my life, bro. All the things I've done, the food I've places I've gone to, people I've been with, all sorts of shit. I've got all sorts of shit. Yeah, that is self-projecting, bro. That's definitely self-projecting. That is definitely self-projecting, bro. That's like saying fucking PewDiePie wasted his best years on YouTube because he's on YouTube. That's like saying fucking that's like saying KSI, who's a millionaire, wasted all of his 20s because he happened to be on YouTube making videos. No, bro. Some people just happen to be on here. You know, I got into it. I got into this because of fucking Timmy and whatever. We weren't sat on YouTube talking to men all day, though, was we? We was living fucking life. So yeah, that's proper self-projecting. Yeah, that is proper self-projecting. Apart from, apart from you going to a few more countries than me, what more life experience have you got than me? I've worked, I lived by myself, I've tried food you've not, I've gone out more times than you have, I've drunk more times than you have, I've gambled more times than you have. At 28 years of age, a 28-year-old's got more of a life experience than you. Yeah, and that's not even chatting shit. Yeah, I'm not even chatting shit. Yeah, I swear down, bro. Yeah. No one's wasted their best years on here, bro. They've been on here and they've lived their life. And still living their life as well. But, yeah. But like I said, yeah, if these people have been on here for years, 15 years, and they're in their 40s, they've been on here since 25 at a minimum. So they wasted their life. I've never seen any of these people with money. I've never seen any of these people with women. I've never seen any of these people travel to new places, eating nice food. I've never seen anyone on here doing any of that shit. I've just seen them come on here and talk a load of shit every day. Yeah, tell me I'm wrong, bro. I'm not wrong, all right. It's the truth. Trust me. Trust me, bro. It's so nice back. It's so nice, to look back on stuff like 3 years ago. Oh, that was nice. None of these people can do that, bro. Or they're gonna say they went to Spain and you never. That's the only thing they can probably say. Oh, well, we went to Spain, but you never. Fuck all that shit, bro. I've been abroad. That's enough. More than once. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hmm. Been to a couple of countries. That's enough. Simple. The whole old Lord J, right? Was he 43, 44, right? So I remember him on here 7 years ago, right? 1 year, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does anyone know how long this cunt has been on this community? Does anyone know how long? Because I've been on here 7 years. Yeah. Yeah, I've been on here 7 years. So do you know how long this guy has been on here and the reason I've not been out recently is because I've been ill. That's why. Yeah, man, it was nice, bro. So does anyone know how long this Lord J has been on this community? I've had to reply to a comment on Greaves' channel because he was trying to say that I've wasted my best years on here. So, I just explained how it's just complete and utter self-projecting. Oh, same as me then, right? So, right, but there's a lot of people on here, right, that have been on here for 15 years plus. So that would have made them 25 if they're 40 odd, right? So the people that have been on here for 15 years, bro, they've wasted their life. What were these people doing 15 years ago? I bet you they weren't out. I bet you they didn't show them with women, nice hotels, money. I bet you none of these people showed any of that. I had a better life than most people in this community within 3 years, bro. 2 years, not even 3 years. A year and a half, bro. A year and a fucking half. I just happened to be a broadcaster. That's all. I just happened to be on here and that's it, to be honest. Do I regret being on here? Yeah. Because of like the shit it's caused. But bro, I've lived my life. I've still lived my fucking life. The fuck? I didn't sit in all day gambling and not going like these people have been doing. They're self fucking projectors on this community, bro. My best years. I went out 3 times a week. I was fucking going different places every fucking week. I've gambled more than these people. I've drunk more than these people. I've fucking done more than these people have, bro, in their whole life. Maybe I haven't, like I said, maybe I haven't been to as many countries as them, but I've already been to 3 countries. I've already been to 3 countries abroad. That's enough. I don't. That's the only thing. But to be fair, I lived in London, so that's that. Had designer clothes, had food they've not had. Simple, bro. Like that's. I've lived a better life than Lord J at 28, bro. Swear to God, 100%. Yeah, no one's wasted their best years at all. Not at all, at all. Not at all, at all. Even when I was 22, I only come on here an hour a day. Yeah, I only come on here an hour there. Yeah, I remember them, yeah. But there has been people on here for many years, bro. Yeah, 2010. Yeah, I would have been 13. I don't know, bro. I don't care. I don't go on any channel, but all I'm saying is that they're self-projecting. Because I've done more in my life, in my 20s, my mid-20s, than these people done in their whole life. And that's not even chatting shit, bro. That's not even chatting shit. And also, I'm still fucking 28. So, I mean, yeah, that's that. So, yeah, they're definitely self-projecting. Definitely self-projecting on here, bro. Yeah, that's nice for him, bro. Good for him. So he doesn't have more life experience than me. He's never worked. He's not been with as many women as me. I've tried more food than him. I've gone out drinking more than him. I've gambled more than him. And I'm younger. And I'm younger, bro. Don't get it twisted. Don't think just because someone's older they've got more life experience. That's not the way it works, bro. Everyone's in different positions. Trust me. Trust me. Yeah. Everyone's in different positions. So, but then they want to try and tell you you've wasted your best years when you've had a better life than them. Or you have a better life than them as well. Because let me tell you something, bro. Okay, let me explain this. Let me try and explain this. If I don't go out, that's because I don't want to go out. Well, in this case, I was actually ill, with some kind of infection. But anyways, like if I say I don't go out now for 2, 3, 4 weeks, 6 months, that's because I don't want to go out. So it's because I choose not to go out. Whereas these people in this community can't go out. They've got no money. They're too ugly to go out. There's a big difference. That's the big difference. So I mean, that's and that's that, to be honest with you. But yeah, if you want to see it from the scheme of things, I've been with more women than these people. I've shown more money than these people. I've had designer clothes they could never afford. Still have them as well. And and it goes on and on and on and on and on. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, you don't go out as much when you're 28 either. You know, so you don't go out as much when you're 28, anyways. But no, trust me, I've had not at 28. You don't go out every week. No, you don't. Not at 28. I stopped going out every week about 2 years ago. No, you don't, mate. At 23 to about 26. And then after that, I just, oh, fuck this. No, it was, yeah, 2 years. I haven't done that for like 2 years. And I've only been in this house for not even a year. Trust me, I've only been in this house almost a year. Trust me. And I used to go out 2, 3 times a week. And then I just stopped because I couldn't be fucked. So, fuck that, bro. No way. Fuck that. No fucking way, bro. No, I stopped that at like, mm, well, you're an idiot. Well, you must have been making up for lost time then, bro. You must have not been doing that at 23, 26 because it gets boring as fuck. I got bored of it like 2.5 years ago. 2 years ago, I think. No. 2 years ago. I stopped that shit 2 years ago. That's what I'm saying. I've done it more than you. This is what I'm trying to say. You probably did go out when you was 28. Maybe you did, yeah. But what I'm saying is, where I've done it so much, I gave up 2 years ago. Like, that's it. And I've only been here for 10 months. No, it does get boring, bro. Trust me, it does get boring. When you've done it so many times, you just want peace. And yeah, that's it. And trust me, I've been out more times than you have, bro. You're forgetting the position that I was in, and even the kind of the position I'm in now. I don't think you're not understanding, bro. Yeah. This is what you're not understanding, bro. But I've done it a lot, and I gave up 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. Back when I was in an old house, I stopped. I done it like every 2-3 weeks, maybe. Um, yeah, 2-3 weeks. I've done it every 2-3 weeks. Trust me, 2-3 weeks. Yeah, and then it just got boring. I used to go out every week when I was 23, and I was on less money then, and I still went out every week. I don't know how. You haven't been out more than me, bro. Trust me. I'm not going to argue with you, but you haven't been out more than me. Trust me. I've experienced more than you have from the age 23 to about 26 and a half. Trust me, bro. You haven't. Trust me, you haven't. I don't think you really understand the kind of money that I was getting, having, the food I was eating. I don't think you understand, bro. You don't understand. Just keep thinking that in it, bro. Just keep thinking that. All I can safely say is, bro, I've done my mid-20s. So yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Going to a hot country doesn't mean anything. That's one thing, bro. That's one thing. Okay. Let me ask you this question then. Was you going to restaurants every day of the week? Was you going to new places every week? Was you drinking 4 times a week? Was you buying designer clothes and gambling every other day? No, I don't think so, bro. Trust me. Trust me, bro. Seriously, trust me. You wasn't doing that life, bro. Yeah, you have been to a hot country. Congratulations, bro. We spoke about that earlier. I've been abroad a couple of times. That's enough for me, bro. Yeah, you have. You've probably been to more countries than me. My sister's been to many more countries than me. Many more countries than me. So I've been, many more countries than me, bro. And I mean that's just how it is. So you know, yeah. Trust me, you've not lived a high life like me, bro. Trust me, you have not lived a high life like me. Trust me, you really haven't. And also, traveling's a choice. So I mean, I could have never have been abroad, and that would have been my choice if I didn't ever want to go abroad. If I didn't ever want to go abroad, then I just wouldn't have went abroad. I mean, what if I never went abroad? That would have obviously been my choice, wouldn't it? Launch legs fucking didn't go abroad, but he just went abroad. He just went to Amsterdam to copy me, to be a little copycat. But yeah, no, but yeah, like I could have never went abroad, bro, and that would have been my choice. Then what? Yeah, yeah, I understand, bro. When you live in London, everything's there. Literally everything's there. There's always something to do in London. Trust me, London is where it's at. Where you live, and I think that's why. Obviously, there's people in London that go on holiday, but I think that's why a lot of people that live out of London they go they go abroad more because there's nothing, there's nothing in where you live, bro. London, there's so much stuff to do. Yeah, I've been abroad. I mean, yeah, there is a beach in London, actually. Yeah, there is a beach in London. Actually, there is a beach in London. Funny you should ask that. Yeah, there is. There's literally everything to do in London. So if someone lived in London and they never went abroad, I mean, that's it. Yeah. I can go abroad whenever I want again, bro. I can go on holiday whenever I want again. Like Spain, all that, but I wouldn't do it. Simple as that. So I'll probably go to 3 more countries and then I'm done. at some point. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I'm just saying, Dusty, man. I read some comic, and this guy was like, "Oh, I've wasted my best years on here." Yeah, I've wasted my best years on here when I was going out 3 times a week, when I had more money than anyone in this community, when I was wearing designer clothes, gambling all the time, fucking bitches, and going to new places every week, eating all different kinds of food. Yeah, I've wasted my best years on here. Whereas in 3 years, it's not my fault I'm a broadcaster. I've been on it for 7 years. Yeah, I've been on it for 7 years. Yes, I have been on it for 7 years. I've also lived a life on here. Back when I was 22, I was only live for an hour and a half a day. I never went on YouTube the whole day. When I come back from the gym, I'd go on YouTube. Yeah, there's a difference, bro. There's a big difference. Do you know that? I just happen to be a broadcaster whilst living my life. I've got a whole album of my life, all the restaurants I've been to, all the places I've been to. Ain't no one wasted any best years of their life, bro. And that's it. Trust me. Trust me. Yeah. 3 years ago, I haven't been out every week for like 2 years. To be fair, I would say, bro, at 24. No, hold on, man. It's hard to say. I'd say 23 and a half. Yeah, 20 to 26. No, hold on, man. 28 to 26. People would have probably killed for my life, bro. I'm not even joking. Trust me, it's not even a joke. They would have actually killed, and everyone around me I knew never had that life, bro. Trust me. Trust me. They either broke or had kids or had to work and stuff, and even people I know now. So how people can come on here and have the audacity to try and say people wasted their best years, that is mental, bro. I look back on it sometimes and I can't quite believe it, to be honest. Obviously, I don't struggle now. I've got money now, but I look back on it and I can't actually believe it, to be honest. Trust me, it's madness. That life was a madness, bro. But yeah, I haven't. I got some new trainers today and a couple of t-shirts, Dusty. Yeah, but apparently people on YouTube's got my money stopped, so I don't know how that exactly was possible. But apparently they've got my money stopped, so yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, it's hard to quite. Yeah, it's hard to believe, really. You know, it's hard to. Yeah, yeah. I got some trainers and a couple of t-shirts. Had peppies earlier. I don't think I'm going to eat again today, even though I have got my steak. I don't think I'm going to eat. I need my body to look a bit better, bro. For when the sun comes out. It's getting warm though, man. But yeah, how you can say people wasted their best years? That is mad. I had to reply to that comment when all of my 20s was better than Lord J's. All of my 20s was better than Lord J's, bro. Trust me. And I do regret being on here. And the reason I regret being on here is because of the shit it's caused and with the police and stuff. But whether I've been on here or not, I still live the life. So I still live the life anyways. There's nothing that would have been different. Look, 2 weeks ago, I went and met that woman, fucked her. Still went on these dates when I've been on YouTube. So it didn't affect me having a life. Do you get me, if that makes sense? So, but this isn't even really it is a regret, YouTube, yeah, but not for the reasons you think it is. You know, not because of that. I'll probably go out again, meet someone again, and then probably just fuck this off again for a couple of weeks. To be fair, but yeah, I don't regret it entirely. Well, I do regret being on it, obviously, being introduced to this place because the shit it caused my mum and that, obviously. But yeah, whether I was on it or not on it, bro, I still would have had the same life. To be fair, the only bad thing with this community is when you engage with these people long enough, you become like them. So you need to take like obviously a couple of days off of YouTube and that. Um, that's the only thing. So yeah, I told you all my regrets yesterday. Don't regret anything from the house. Don't regret the way I acted towards women. I don't regret any of that stuff. There's only like two regrets I have. I told you this yesterday, bro. Because everyone I've done, like I've argued with, they deserved it. And trust me, bro, that's a stable mind. I'm not even making stuff up. So don't regret anything from the house. No, maybe bringing Isabella on YouTube. That was also a regret. See, I admit regrets. You know, you say I don't admit stuff. I do admit stuff. That was a huge regret. Well, then, anyways. But yeah, no, I don't regret any of that. I don't regret any of that stuff. The USA's thing, don't regret it. Having that person go on a wild goose chase, don't regret it. Because there was always reasons why I done it. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like the house thing, you can save all that money from the house. You can save all that money until what? It runs out eventually any fucking way. So like, think about it, bro. You know, and that's it, really. I might respond back to that comment, you know, bro. I might do. Not that it's competition, anyways. How you can say I've wasted my best years? How you can say that is fucking utterly insane, bro. Um, so yeah, yeah, I do regret being on YouTube, but not for the reasons you think. Yeah, you got a curry, yeah. I had Pepe's earlier, bro, so I won't be eating again today. So yeah, I could be down on my ass, bro. Like I could be sit here, yeah. I could be sat here right now, yeah, down on my ass. And I could look back on all the life experiences I've had and have a good laugh, a good giggle about it. That's good. That's saying something, bro. I bet you not one of these people on here could do that. You know? Yeah. Yeah, nice, bro. You're making me hungry. Shut up. Shut up. So yeah, I need to fucking pee, man. You went out every week at 28. I'm supposed to be going out tomorrow. I can't be asked. But I'll probably never hear the last of it if I don't, so we'll see. I might have a few, I don't know. I don't really want to, bro. I think it's because I've been put off the dating thing, yeah. I know what happens when I drink and stuff. I just end up like a pro, and because I'm put off that, that's why I don't want to go out drinking. But obviously, I will do eventually because I bought these new clothes and that. So we've got the shorts coming tomorrow. But that's obviously why I'm longing it off. You know, that's obviously the reason why I'm longing it off because obviously that goes with the dating, innit? If you go out drinking, and I don't want to get back into that bullshit. Obviously, if the weather's nice and that after a while, I will. So yeah, we'll see in it. Mm. Yeah, I got a steak, but I forgot to get butter, so I can't cook it without butter. It's all right, man. Yes. So yeah, I know I am as well, bro. I'm not eating, bro. I need to go to the gym as well, man. Don't want to be looking like fucking Lord J in them lovely clothes. You know what I mean? Fuck that. I ain't approaching so long, bro. It's been like a few weeks. That thing was weird with my dick and that. It went in the end. That was really weird. That was really, really weird. Don't have sex with somebody unless you don't have sex with somebody if you're not using lube. I mean, that's the moral of the story, innit? I think. Make sure you use fucking lube. Yeah, and that's the moral of that story. Oops. Yeah, they are from Primark. I bought some trainers today, bro, and some two Lacoste t-shirts. I've got my Armani shorts coming tomorrow, but apparently I can't afford anything, and my money's been stopped. Apparently, so interesting. Yeah, I got some clothes for the summer, bro. Even though I still got some from 2 years ago. I just wanted to top it up a bit. Innit? So some stuff, bro. But I wouldn't even wear fucking Primark socks, man. Fuck that. You know, I wouldn't even wear Primark socks. Fuck that, man. Mm. He looks a bit disabled. He is disabled, bro. It's so obvious, bro, that the guy's on benefits. I don't know why you don't just admit he's on benefits. I don't know why he doesn't admit he's on benefits, bro. He makes up stories that he owns properties and shit. Hey, I got a Lacoste t-shirt today from Sports Direct. I got it from Sports Direct and JD. And I assure you, it's fucking real, bro. Yeah, Sports Direct do that kind of stuff, bro. They do designer stuff. I bought some trainers, some tops. I got my Marnie shorts coming tomorrow, so we wearing them as well. And I go, right, yeah, man. Yeah, Sports Direct does. Yes, that stuff, bro. Mm. Yeah, definitely. Well, my sister's trying to, but look at this. PJ, lad, did you see PJ's new fake trainers that he's flexing? That's hilarious, bro. That is a hilarious comment. But no, I'm not going out tomorrow, bro. I haven't been out for a little while, but I've been ill. I've been ill. That's why I haven't been out, and I can't be bothered with the dating and stuff, and I've been ill as well. So, yeah, my sister wants me to go out, but I'm not going to. Bye bye, fatty. So yeah, heads, bro. Nah, I'm not tomorrow. Nah. No. Yeah, I had this problem with my dick and that, so that's why I stopped going out. I had like a UTI. Last time I went out, bro, I felt like I was gonna piss myself. It was really bad, bro, because it was still irritated. It was still irritated. So all I could think about was fucking peeing, and I had a flu and that. So I haven't really been out since then, to be fair. But no, I won't be out tomorrow. No. I say that, but I'll probably get forced to go out somewhere along the line. No, it was nothing like that, bro. It was just irritation. No, it was just irritation. I fucked this fucking bitch from Tinder, yeah. And then the next day, I had to keep like peeing, and my penis was like aching, not stinging or hurting, but it was aching. Now I went to a doctor's. There's like, oh, it's probably a UTI because um, you know, symptoms for when you have an STD, symptoms take longer to come. That's basically what the doctor was saying. So yeah, they gave me antibiotics. It lasted like 2 weeks, bro. It's just been resolved. It's just literally been resolved. And by like